think they did it?
I think in recruiting, people use it against you. It's the part of our business is great. Part of our business can be a little dirty in terms of guys will go and say he only has 4 years left. If you're a junior, he's not going to be your coach. I think John Dargenia wanted to make sure that going into the recruiting summer, there was no doubt who the coach was going to be here. And plus, I've said all along, I want to get this program really good and stay here.
I mean, obviously last year successful and ending with a win. A lot of teams don't do that. How do you build on that in the offseason now and heading into the start of next year?
We have to get better. Only 4 teams ended the season with a win. Minnesota, the NIT, us, Murray State, and then of course the national champs. So you have to build on that. We have to get better. We had 20 wins. We also lost 18 games. We didn't do well against the 1 through 4 teams. Climbing the mountain, and I hate to sound like a coach, but climbing Mount Everest it gets harder as you go up. We have to get to the top of the MAC, and that's going to be difficult. But it's good that the players and myself, we all know that we're in this together, and it's just another way of Siena being a first-class program.
What did you learn most about, now that you have 1 year in and you're starting the off-season here of your second year?
It's just, once again, I've learned more and more about the tradition of Siena basketball and that people really care, and I'm all about caring, and it's a great job. I got to get more people in the Times Union Center. We're going to try and get bigger teams to come in, but the Albany-Siena game is one of the great games in college basketball for 10 or 11,000 people. So just keep building on what we have going and just try and get to the championship of the MAC. And thank God this year the tournament is in Albany, and that's because we have the best fans in the league, and I appreciate the fans. Just want to say thanks to the fans and the alums.
Now that the off-season's underway, what are your goals here, and what do you want to see out of the guys here really early on?
Just seeing who can pick up playing hard. In terms of Willem Brandewick was here. He's now home for the Netherlands, cheering on their World Cup soccer team. Cam Godfrey and Jimmy Page are here, and they're learning how the college level you have to go harder, and you guys can talk to them. And then learning the plays, and then adding some wrinkles. Brett Bisping might play some 3. Levon might move around. Poole can do some different things. We have a lot of guys. We just still have to get them to play together. And the good news is the Spurs showed us how to play together. The Spurs was a good example of how 9 or 10 guys, unselfish players, can win.
Did you use that as a teaching tool? I mean, were you
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, we're watching World Cup, we're watching NHL hockey because Ryan Oliver's a Kings fan from LA, but there's nothing like watching the best players in the world play the way coaches want them to play. Nothing against the Heat, but I thought the Spurs were the better team. We don't have a superstar. We're going to be a unit that grows together and gets better together.